Aloha! This is lesson 15 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. My thoughts are images that I have made. It is because the thoughts you think appear as images that you do not recognize them as nothing. You think them, and so you think you see them. This is how your, quote, seeing was made. This is the function you have given your body's eyes. It is not seeing. It is image making. It takes the place of seeing, replacing vision with illusions. This introductory idea to the process of image making that you call seeing will not have much meaning for you. You will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you see now. That is the beginning of real vision. You can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. As we go along, you may have many, quote, light episodes. They may take many different forms, some of them quite unexpected. Do not be afraid of them. They are signs that you are opening your eyes at last. They will not persist because they merely symbolize true perception, and they are not related to knowledge. These exercises will not reveal knowledge to you, but they will prepare the way to it. In practicing the idea for today, repeat it first to yourself, and then apply it to whatever you see around you, using its name and letting your eyes rest on it as you say, "This blank is an image that I have made. That blank is an image that I have made." It is not necessary to include a large number of specific subjects for the application of today's idea. It is necessary, however, to continue to look at each subject while you repeat the idea to yourself. The idea should be repeated quite slowly each time. Although you will obviously not be able to apply the idea to very many things during the minute or so of practice that is recommended, try to make the selection as random as possible. Less than a minute will do for the practice periods if you begin to feel uneasy. Do not have more than 3 application periods for today's idea unless you feel completely comfortable with it, and do not exceed 4. However, the idea can be applied as needed throughout the day. I love it whenever A Course in Miracles talks about the thoughts you think, because you're not really thinking, you're listening to a voice that represents an imposter will for you. And when you think you are thinking, you believe that those thoughts hold weight because they seem to be your real thoughts. They're not real thoughts. They have no basis in reality. You're created to think just like God, in the way of perfect love. So when you see that these thoughts aren't yours, which this is the beginning of it, when you see that these thoughts aren't yours, you're going to cease to make them meaningful.
Basically, the thoughts create a story in your head. It's like you just see one little vision and you extrapolate a whole fantasy out of it.
It's fantasy, right?
Yeah.
So every thought, and see, this is what it comes to. Every thought about the world, about the past, anticipation for the future, any kind of fantasy, sexual fantasy, you're not really thinking. Your mind is a blank, and you're not seeing anything that's true. You're being distracted, which prevents true seeing.
And true seeing is that we are all the Son of God.
Right. A true perception sees things as they are. So let's say, you know, you're just looking out into the field of your perception. Let's say you're seeing, you seem to be seeing with your eyeballs. The eyeballs don't see anything. You seem to be seeing. And you're aware that everything you see is actually coming from you. Right? When you're aware and that's been demonstrated to your mind, it's not just a concept in your mind. It's been demonstrated. It means you've received that, you've accepted that, and you've also extended it. So you've extended it means you've seen through your triggers. Another way to describe true perception, you notice a trigger. And you notice that you must have triggered a wound in the other person that seems to be triggering you. And so you allow yourself to receive the love of God in that moment, and that changes everything. When there's a trigger, the normal ego way of seeing that is believing in the thoughts, which are images that you made to prop up a trigger and give it justification. So when you're recognizing the thoughts or images that you made, immediately you can receive the love of God, and that's what you extend. And once you extend the love of God, it gets reflected back to you, and it demonstrates to your mind that that's what's true.
Beautiful explanation.
Yeah. Thanks to the Holy Spirit.
Came right through you.
Yeah. Well, it's also my experience. That's how I experience a trigger. And that's how a trigger does become an experience. The only thing that can be experienced is love. It's not the trigger that's a problem. It's the way we would look at the trigger and accept the thoughts, the meaningless thoughts that are images that we made, as if they justify feeling that way. So hooray, enjoy this potent practice for today. We love you. Aloha and a hui ho.